This entire universe is nothing but an infinite number of frequencies, all vibrating at a different frequency. And if you think of frequencies or anything like this frequency, this frequency, this frequency, this frequency, that's one way to look at it, but that's not really what it is. What it is it's all just blended together. There's no like line of demarcation, no separator between the frequencies. They're all connected. They just mold into each other. Kind of like how we see like when they show you a color palette, red, orange, blue, green, yellow, purple. But then they have those like color wheels where all the colors like blended together. You don't know exactly where one ends and the other begins. That's what it's like. And you have your own specific frequency. There's an infinite number. There's never going to be a repeat. So you're you. You're the only you that's ever going to exist, ever has. The exact you. And you fall in that frequency somewhere. You fall in your own frequency somewhere in that infinite space. And what I'm saying about that is the frequency that you're at is the experience you're having in the physical. Okay? That your senses are having. Frequency doesn't have senses. It just is. We have senses as physical part, as the physical part of our beings. So I'm kind of coming down with a little bit of a cold, and I just got done lifting. I'm a little winded, but I just wanted to get this out there because it's almost 1 a.m. I've been working all day and night getting stuff done, and whatever frequency you're at, that's going to match what you get and experience in this life, in this physical form, this reality that you live in, we live in, and. What's interesting is, for instance, you can have an idea about, say, money. All right, money's hard to come by. Money doesn't grow on trees. Or you only need so much. If you have too much, you're a pig. If you have too much, you're just greedy. Stuff like that. So you can go, but at the same time, that idea, thinking, those thoughts, those perceptions, those beliefs, keep you at a certain level. Keep that person at a certain level of finance. Even though they would take more money. They would like more money. Really, that's coming from being kind of bitter that you're not happy with your finances, is where that thought thinking comes from. It really comes from other people, but then you just maintain it by doing what they do and doing what they show you to do, which is that. But then you look up higher or over. It's not really about higher or lower. It's just about different places in this infinite frequency spectrum. Infinite frequency spectrum, man, that's probably about exactly what I mean. And you say, I want that, and you see it, but you don't see the path to get there because you don't see the frequencies. We don't see the frequencies. It's not like we grab them like ropes. We have to become them because we can't touch them or get through them, but we can become part of them. And that's how you kind of pass through. It's like a membrane. It's a selective membrane, if that's what you can think of, moving through the infinite frequency spectrum. And you become it, and you become your way all the way to the thing you were looking at in the first place. But you don't see the path. You can see it when you look back, you see it. But going there, you don't see it. So it's just empty, or there's a bunch of other junk in your way, and you don't see it, and you don't know how to get to it. But you find your way because you become one new frequency at a time along the way, and just move through it. Hope that makes sense. It's kind of heady, kind of a heady thought. But I just wanted to share it with you. Hope it does you some good. Other aspects of this infinite frequency spectrum would be relationships, familial, social, spousal, parental, sibling low. You know what I'm saying? All these different relationships, work, all these relationships with yourself, and they really all come from the relationship with yourself. And you move to whatever part of that frequency, in that frequency spectrum. It's another one, vocational. So what did we say? We said there's 7 areas of life, really. There's financial, social, familial, vocational, physical, spiritual, mental. I think so. It's kind of late. Might be tripping up on the 7th one, but that's the way I remember them. The other ones I'm wondering between are, is mental supposed to be there? It's the only one. I wonder if that was... Anyways. But I would say mental should be there. Anyways, so those are all the frequencies, but you figure out where you want to go. It's never any journey, because once you even get to that spot you were looking for, and you see other things, and you're like, oh, I want to go over there. And you get there and you're like, oh, this is good, but I don't want to go back, but I want to go over there now. And it's just kind of the mindset of life. That's what keeps us moving around, bouncing around, having variety, having success, having joy, having challenge, having growth, having experience. I hope this helps you. Bye.